Welcome back, Dolphins. So today we're going to be discussing something that I'm praying and hoping that Chris Greer will do. And again, like I said in one of the other videos, that when your back is against the line, this is maybe when sometimes people start to tend to change and you want to save your job. So doing this trade is going to, I know a lot of people won't like it, but it might save Chris Greer's job, because right now it's clear as day that Tua is coming back. Tua is coming back the Arizona game, and we are going to play against Indianapolis this weekend for the last time, hopefully this season, with a backup quarterback. You clearly see how much Tua means to this team, and you clearly see that Tua is not going to be a Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. He needs to be a pocket passer. He needs to be a guy that does not take hits. And how you end up doing that is by doing something that Chris Greer has continually not wanted to do. That's building the offensive line. Now, there's going to be somebody that we are probably going to play against this next week that could possibly be on the trade block, and that's Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson is one of the best guards in the NFL. He's older, and the Indianapolis Colts, they need some draft capital to build around Anthony Richardson. So I say that this is probably, if he is on the trade block, we need to really look to Chris Greer to save his job and to go for Quentin Nelson. What this would do is, Robert Jones is not a starter. Robert Jones clearly is not. He's not the player that you need at that outside guard. You have Teron Armstead. Hopefully he stays healthy. Doesn't look like he will, but we also have Patrick Paul on that left side. Austin Jackson is serviceable. Liam Eichenberg will always be not great. And our Aaron Brewer is pretty decent at center. We're getting better. But Robert Jones and Liam Eichenberg, they're not good. And there's not many available free agents that would really shore up anything. But a trade could be something that we need. Right now, the defense is playing fine. And again, like I said, Tua is an injury-prone quarterback that he needs to be a pocket passer. The only way that you do that is getting an offensive line. And again, like I've said, if you get a good offensive line, Tua will shred defenses because he'll have time to look at all of his reads in order to make the right throw instead of being rushed every single time. Quentin Nelson has been one of the best, if not for a while, best guards in the NFL. He's been doing it for such a significant amount of time, and I'm hearing a lot from different sources that he might be available for the trade deadline. And again, like I said, sometimes, when your back is against the wall, you want to save your job, you do something drastic. And Greer, the one thing that we can say about Chris Greer is that whatever dude he wants to trade for, free agent, whatever it is, he tends to get them. So if he targets somebody, he tends to get them, but he keeps targeting the wrong people. Now, Tyreek Hill was a great free agent acquisition. There's been a couple of decent free agent acquisitions, but again, like I said, with Chris Greer, business-wise, if he wants a person to come to this team, he gets them. He figures out a way to get them. But he's never targeted the offensive line, and that's been the problem. And this is the one way that I think that, people will not agree with this, but the offensive line is something that we need to shore up. And this would be something that could be the drastic move that we need to do to shore up that offensive line. Honestly, if you get Quentin Nelson, that left side of the line, center to left tackle, if Teron Armstead stays healthy, that is one of the best three offensive linemen in the league. That literally becomes a strong suit. And then Austin Jackson would be solid on the right side. And then obviously Liam Eichenberg would be the only problem. If you did that, number one, Tua doesn't have to rush his throws. He can take his time. He can find the open man, because we have we have so many weapons on this team. Odell Beckham is now back. Jonnu Smith showed a lot in the last game. If you just get... I know he probably isn't going to do it, but I hope he does. If you just get an offensive lineman, this offense will go from being dead last in the league right now to being probably one of the most prolific offenses in a while. Like, it will be better than last year because Tua will have multiple seconds to scan the field and throw the ball. This is a trade that needs to happen. I know I'm only like a less than 2,000 subscriber channel, but hopefully Chris Greer is watching and realizes, save your job. I don't care if you're still here as long as we're winning. Save your job, get Quentin Nelson, shore up this line so that when Tua comes back, he doesn't have to do what he did at Buffalo. Fins up, baby. Love you all. Thank you guys all for watching. Subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Tell me if you think this would be a good trade acquisition or somebody else that you would want to target. Love you guys all. Fins up. Peace.